Hi, friends. If you're watching this video, it's because you recently took my homeschool quiz designed to help you identify different areas in your life that um, might need a little bit of help, what might be shaping your homeschool right now. This quiz isn't about labeling you or telling you that you're doing something wrong. It's about helping you to see clearly where you are so that you can start to make small shifts that create a stronger, more confident homeschool. Your result is that your days feel chaotic and kind of just crazy. Here's the truth I want you to recognize um, that will help you. So your homeschool isn't just built only by the curriculum that you choose, okay? It is built by you. Your children are watching you and how you respond to challenges in your life, how you respond to different things that happen in your homeschool, how you approach learning, how you handle pressure. And over time, they begin to internalize that view of life. Okay. So when a mother grows in clarity and confidence, the entire homeschool will start to change. So let's talk about your result a little bit. If chaos feels like your baseline right now, I see you. I have five boys and one girl, and chaos has definitely been a part of our homeschool. And especially when they were younger, it was definitely an issue and something that I felt overwhelmed with. So, but one quote I remember when my boys were younger, I used to hear all the time, boys will be boys. And it drove me crazy because I didn't like giving my boys an excuse to be crazy. Yes, boys will be boys, but I started to add a line to that quote. Boys will be boys until someone teaches them more. Okay. You set that tone for that in your home. I was that someone that taught my boys just because you're a boy doesn't give you permission to act this way. And you can set that tone in your home as well. So when every day feels reactive, one fire after another, it's exhausting. You start the morning with good intentions, and by mid-morning, you're feeling behind, frazzled, defeated, exhausted, right? But something important to understand is that chaos isn't always about time management. In fact, something that completely changed my perspective was realizing that time doesn't need to be managed. Time is perfectly moving forward. You don't need to manage time, it's taking care of itself. What actually needs to be managed is our thoughts around the concept of time. So often, chaos isn't about the clock, it's about misplaced priorities and invisible expectations that society places on you, that we place on ourselves because we expect our homeschool to look a certain way. So, structure can help and systems can help, but peace is not going to come from a color coded calendar. Okay. Peace comes from knowing what actually deserves your energy during this time and season in your life. So, one thing I wish I would have known when I started homeschooling is that I didn't need to mimic public school. Without realizing, I created this expectation that we needed to homeschool the entire time that kids were in school. There were a lot of tears during my first year of homeschooling, and not just by my children. I also believed that we had to cover every single subject every single day. That belief made us rush. It made us not focus on the things that truly mattered. We bounced from subject to subject. We checked the boxes. We hurried through all of the learning. But here's the truth. You are not going to teach your children everything there is to know in the 12 short years that they are in your home. That's actually an impossible thought. Okay. So if you can't teach it all, what do you teach? What do you want your children to remember? The rushing, the jumping from subject to subject, the stress of trying to keep up? Is that what you want them to remember? Or do you want them to remember the curiosity, the connection, and the joy of learning. Chaos grows when we try to fit everything in while living under the expectation that we have created for ourselves. So it's okay to not cover every subject every day. I'm giving you full permission. It's okay to read longer when a story is capturing the hearts of your children or capturing your heart. It's okay to spend more time creating when inspiration is flowing. And it's okay to slow down and let learning go deep. Learning was never meant to be rushed. So inside my new coaching program, it's called Lift. This is exactly what we focus on. I created Lift because I saw so many homeschooling moms who deeply love their children, but felt overwhelmed trying to do everything right. Lift is designed for moms who want to move out of that chaos and into clear, intentional leadership in teaching their children. Instead of rigid routines, we help you build rhythms. Rhythms allow flexibility without losing focus because your home doesn't need perfection. Your children don't need a perfect mom. It needs leadership, and it needs someone your kids can watch and learn from as you navigate life's challenges. If you navigate in a way that your children admire, they're going to carry that on in their future self. Okay, you are absolutely capable of creating this. If chaos has been feeling normal for you, I want you to listen to me. Okay, it doesn't have to stay that way. Peace doesn't come from doing more, but it comes from deciding what truly matters and then just letting the rest go. And when that shift happens, something powerful starts to happen in your homeschool. The homeschool becomes calmer. The decisions become clearer. Okay. Your children begin learning in an environment shaped by confidence instead of pressure. And often, this transformation doesn't just affect the children, it transforms the mother too. I have seen it in my life, and I have seen it in so many other people's lives, other mothers that have been homeschooling their kids. There's more peace, there's more clarity, there's confidence, there's purpose in the home. It's intentional, okay? Because the homeschool you create always begins with you. So your action step tonight, after the kids go to bed, I want you to write down this question. What do I want my children to remember about their education at home? What do you want them to remember? Ask yourself this question. If our homeschool experience was written on your tombstone, what would you want written on it? It's not going to be the curriculum. It's not going to be the schedule, but it's going to be the feeling of learning in your home. One small change is all it takes. It's where you start. So tomorrow, I want you to choose one small change that moves your homeschool closer to that vision. Not 10 changes, just one. Because calm, confident homeschooling isn't built overnight. It is a process. It's built through some small, very intentional decisions, one day at a time. And that's exactly the kind of homeschool that you are capable of creating. And this is the part that I am so excited to tell you about, is that I'm opening up a beta test for my homeschool coaching program. What does this mean to you? It means that it is going to be at a discounted price for you. The first class is going to be completely free. To sign up for this workshop, all you have to do is go to the link in the email, enter in your information, and you will be given sent an email that will tell you the date, the time, and the link of how to join the workshop. I'm so excited to start working with you. I want to help you skip the doubt, the second guessing, the overwhelming that our brains put us through. I don't want you to lose yourself in this process. I want to be in your back pocket, giving you encouragement and direction as you teach and homeschool your kids. You will be amazed how this entire process transforms you two right along with your children. If you're ready, let's go.